What's up, nerds? Thanks for joining us today as we start to look ahead to the next piece of the MCU to come to Disney+, the series following everyone's favorite trickster god, Loki. Now, Jerry, aka Black Superman, and myself will be running down the upcoming show in a video ahead of its release. But we thought it would be prudent to start laying the groundwork for exploring some of the characters we know will be appearing. Probably the highest profile person on the show, aside from Loki himself, is Owen Wilson's character, Mobius M. Mobius, aka Mr. Mobius, a middle management bureaucrat from the Time Variance Authority, or TVA. And that begs the question, what is the TVA? The TVA, or Time Variance Authority, is a group dedicated to maintaining the stability of timelines throughout the Marvel Universe. First appearing in October 1986's Thor number 372, the TVA was a creation of the distant future. Their goal? Shape the timeline as they deemed appropriate. Listen, folks, this is time travel. Things are about to get wacky. The first utterance of the existence of the TVA in the aforementioned issue of Thor was that they were responsible for sending a time traveler called Justice Peace back through time to stop an extra-dimensional being called Zaniac. In Justice Peace's world, World War VII has just begun, due to Zaniac assassinating the mayor of Brooklynopolis. Yep, good old Brooklynopolis. That puts Justice Peace at odds with Thor. Not because Thor was an ally of Zaniac or hated the future existence of Brooklynopolis, but because Justice Peace violently accosted a pair of jaywalkers. Thor took exception to this, and comic book nonsense ensued. Justice Peace and Thor would ultimately work together to destroy Zaniac, and Justice Peace and the TVA would move on to their many run-ins with the Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, and others. The TVA has a base of operations called the Null Time Zone. This is a dimension outside of normal time and space. They utilize faceless clones to do their work, with very few exceptions, like the aforementioned Justice Peace. The TVA is set to make its way to the MCU in the upcoming series Loki, and Owen Wilson will be Mr. Mobius, the bureaucrat whose main job is to fix all the nonsense Loki has gotten into since his 2012 version absconded with the Tesseract during Avengers Endgame. The series looks to play up the nearly endless bureaucracy of the TVA with stacks of paper to sign and drones behind desks. They'll be using Loki to repair the timeline he splintered with his theft of the Tesseract. We know we are going to see tons of comedy and mischief in the Loki series, especially with Tom Hiddleston's hilarious portrayal of Loki. But it will be interesting to see how the MCU is going to continue dealing with the repercussions of time travel. That, combined with the burgeoning multiverse issues coming down the pike, could make for more trouble in the MCU than Thanos or Ultron could ever hope to achieve. That's it from me today, nerds. Don't forget to follow us on social media at WeThemNerds on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Click the thumbs up button and give us a little click on that subscribe button if you don't mind. We would appreciate it. Be good to each other. Later, nerds.